So you want to get into street photography, but you're nervous, you're worried what people will think, or you're just trying to transition into it from a different genre of photography. Thankfully, I'm here to help you with 3 tips to help you get into street photography or just become a better street photographer. Let's get right into it. So in case you didn't know, my name is Imad. On this channel we do POVs, gear related stuff and just general chatting about photography and street photography. So if you like what you see, consider subscribing to the channel. The first tip I have for you if you're getting into street photography or you want to try it out is shooting with someone. Street photography is a very daunting genre of photography. A lot of people get worried about what people will think or what people will say to them, or they're just not comfortable with the idea of shooting someone. That sounded really weird. Shooting with someone helps you overcome that barrier of being alone, being a bit vulnerable, and that fear of shooting out in public. In a lot of my early videos, I shot with other people, and even in these videos now, I'm often with someone. This isn't necessarily because I'm scared anymore, but it just helps the fact that someone's there, and it can help me feel a bit more relaxed, and I can get into my street photography better. Having someone will have the same effect on you. If you have a buddy that does photography, ask them to come along, both of you go out on a little session, have some fun, chat, grab a coffee, and you'll see you start getting into your element a lot quicker. On the other side, if you don't have anyone that wants to go out with you, put some headphones in, put your favorite music on, and go take photos. When you're alone, you often take the best photos, and if you're listening to your favorite music, that'll get you into the zone quicker. It will also help you get away from the idea that people are watching you, what people will think of you, because all you gotta do is take your photo, continue, listen to your music, continue. My number 1 piece of advice towards if you're scared of taking photos in public is literally just go out and keep doing it. In my opinion, so long as you're not getting in anyone's personal space, and if you're being respectful towards them, you often find that you have no issues shooting people. I've only ever had one instance where someone has asked me to delete their photo, and that's literally all you gotta do. If someone asks for it, delete it and move on, because the last thing you want is for them to get angry and hit your camera out of your hand. A photo is not worth your gear. My second tip is something called phishing. It's a technique I utilize a lot, and it literally means just staying in one spot, waiting for something to happen. Now, personally me, every time I go out for street photography sesh, I always end up in Chinatown and Soho. This is because I just love those areas, and I know once I find a frame and composition, I just wait for the perfect subject to walk into frame. And that's literally what phishing is. And you'll see, taking that time to compose and frame your shot beforehand will help you get better photos. As I started my street photography journey not too long ago, I was taking shots of people just randomly walking, and where that could be a good shot, it's not where it is now, where I'm actually taking time to compose and frame the shot and getting something that tells a story, something that's very unique, something that can't be reproduced. Whilst I am out fishing, I often use my camera in aperture priority mode. Now, a lot of people will tell you, oh, when you shoot street, when you shoot with your camera, you have to shoot in manual. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not true. Aperture priority helps you speed up your workflow whilst also getting those candid moments that you might miss if you're changing the settings on your camera. On a sunny day, I shoot anywhere between f4 to f8, auto shutter speed, auto ISO, and off I go. And I've often gotten very, very good images that I'm really happy with. Those images I might not have gotten if I spent time adjusting the settings on my camera. So it's a personal preference, but my recommendation is if you're out shooting street, shoot in aperture priority and just see how it goes for you. Now, the third and final tip I have for you is consume content. If you're struggling with ideas for street, watch and learn from people who've been doing it. Look at photo books, people's Instagram content, people's YouTube videos, and just become inspired. Get to that point where you want to literally pick up your camera and go for a walk. For me, when I started this street photography journey that I'm on, I was watching a lot of Faisal Westcott's videos. Mike Chudley was a massive source of inspiration. There's so many people on Instagram like Eaten by Flowers. Once you get into that mindset of you want to get better at something, if you draw inspiration from other creators and creatives in the community, you'll become a better photographer. Don't go out and replicate what they do. Go out and be inspired and use that to define your own craft. The more time you invest into street photography, the better your results will get down the line. Your eye will improve and so will your photos. So yeah, let me know what you thought of these tips, and if you have any more, drop them down below. There's always people that want to learn and get into this, and I get a lot of messages on my Instagram every day asking variations of questions to do with this video. So if this video helped you out, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, check out my Instagram page, and as always, I've been Imad Vision, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.